What's up, guys? Just wanted to do a quick video on mounting Sordins to the Otto Noise Barrier adapters with the Gibbous Outfitters adapters. So these are the noise barrier adapters. They go on the back here. You could also mount them on the side, but they go on the back here. As you could see, I already have this side mounted on. So I'm just gonna show you guys a quick little thing about these. So these are Sordins. These are Sordins mil specs without the comms. They're comms, compatible. You could do a jack in there, but it doesn't come with the comms. Little cheaper, but they are mil spec. Anyway, they are FDE, but I put some Reese wraps on there in OD green. That's why you see this here. But to add the Gibbous Outfitters adapters, you're going to get a spring clip, a little like dome piece, a screw, and a little cup there. And this is what attaches to the noise barrier arm. So these are the noise barrier adapters that attach to the MSA, the Sordin MSAs, and this little T-nut. So right off the bat, if you have Sordins, and let's say they are the neckband style, you do have to change these studs out only on the neckband. Headband and all the other ones are fine or compatible, but if you do have the neckband, you have to get the ESS studs, I believe. These were neckband, these were head styles. I wanted to show you, but my wife threw away my box of parts that I had anyway. So to adapt these, when you get Sordins, right, these are my other pair of Sordins. They're either this style with the wire around it, or they have that little plastic piece where the wire goes into it. Those were them, the little slim ones. But let's say even if they're these or the ones that I had, which were plastic, to install this Gibbous, you do have to take those out. And a lot of people take out the cups apart, the motherboard in there, all that to get to these. I didn't want to mess with that. I didn't want to mess with anything internally. So what you can do is, you see they did get a little marred up, but you don't see it once everything's together. I just dremeled the plastic pieces off and broke them off. Same thing as if you had the wire. I would just separate these, or either try to cut them, and I would wiggle, I would get them out. I don't like taking the ear cups apart. Up to you. Not saying this is the way to do it. I'm just saying this is a, Puerto Rican rig way to do it, if you ask me, because there's my studs. I just took them apart. So that's how I got them. I basically just, dremeled very carefully. Make sure you don't hurt any wires. The Sordin wires are very, very like temperamental, so just be careful when you're cutting on the wire side if you choose that. But I used like a pair of wire cutters, dikes, and just cut around, and a little Dremel, and zip them off. And yeah, they got a little scratched up, but again, they're going to get marred up. So anyway, so how to install these on Sordins, because if you look on YouTube, it's always Peltors. They never show these Sordins, but these Otto Noise Barrier mounts, I think, are one of the best on the market. Better than the Ops Core anyway, the way they hold your headphones. But anyway, let's get into it. So once you have those, whichever ones you have, the plastic adapters here or the wire style that I showed you on my Sordins, let's put those over there. Once you have those out, you take the Gibbous spring and just install it. So you just goes over to one side, you stretch it off and put it over the other other stud there. If I can get it there. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you might have to use pliers. I didn't. I'm just gonna. There you go. They clip right in, so you have them right there. Okay. Then you take the T-nut supplied by the Gibbous, and you just put them here. Some guys like to start on this side. If you see the Gibbous video, I just start right in the middle. It doesn't matter. Then you take your little dome piece, and it has the slit for the spring clip, and you attach, and you just mount it down. No, just for now, leave it right there. The next piece is the noise barrier adapter caps, and you want to put these with the arrows towards the back of the wire. That's how I think they mount the best. So you just kind of put them right there on top. Then you're going to take your nut and your little dome piece and put that in there. At this point, you could put a little vibra check in there, which I had done already. so I'm not going to reapply. And you just drop it in there, and then you take your screwdriver and just tighten everything up. Make sure you just have to find the screw there. Once you find the screw, it's easy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Am I getting on there? Oop, sorry. There we go. And once you start tightening it, you'll hear it kind of clip into place. You heard that little clip? Sorry, I was blocking the camera. That little clip, and now it's on there. You can move it side to side, but it takes a little pressure. That's how you want them for now. You could adjust them once they're on the arms itself, and do that. So now what you do here is with these arms, now you just put them in between. You just clip them in right in those little channels I showed you, and that's basically it. That's how easy it is. It's not anything difficult or anything. Those little channels right here, that channel goes in between here, so you just pop it in, and then they're on, and that's it. And then you could adjust them the way you want. But I just kind of wanted to show you, there wasn't many videos on mounting these this way on the Sordins. You could do them with any Sordins minus the new Sordins, whatever they're called, the T something, the T2s or whatever. I think Gibbous Outfitters has not made an adapter for those yet. But if you're looking to mount Sordins onto your helmet with the Otto Noise Barrier, that's how you do it. If you don't want to go through the trouble of taking apart these cups and all the internals, just zip off, or take the wire headband off, and you could do it this way, especially if you're not going to reuse the headband. Like these headset is specifically for my helmet because I have another pair of Sordins. If you're going to reuse these Sordins from headphones to helmet, then no, don't cut them, because then you won't be able to do that. You would have to take these apart, take the studs out, C-clips. It's involved. There's some videos out there on YouTube. I just didn't want to go through all that. I'm kind of sometimes just want to get things done, so I just cut them off and put them on. That's it, guys. Once everything's done, I'll show you the finished product with the helmet. It's still haven't got my night vision yet, but getting there. But I just wanted to show you guys a quick video on the Sordins attached to the noise barrier. If you have any questions on this, hit me up in the comments, let me know, and hopefully I can answer them. See you guys later.